So, this is content. Welcome to my new YouTube channel, a place where I want you guys to come and learn. I want to build a community. I want to help you guys in whatever it is. If you guys are struggling with content, whether you're an athlete, a business, independent contractor, whatever it is, I've built a brand myself. To give me a little bit of background, I built a brand started in 2020, built a pretty successful, especially in year two, little brand. I'll show you guys if you guys aren't familiar. It's called Common Treasures. It's a business I had for about 3 years, opened a little shop, but in year two, I had about $80,000 in sales purely off Instagram, collaborating, and within collaborating, working with other athletes to get them brand deals. They were helping me, and in return, I was helping them build their platforms, their social media, in whatever I could. I got the brand deals. We did a lot of content. We blew up a lot of social media at the time in the last couple of years. So I want to take all that knowledge that I learned and hand it off to the next generation. Currently now I am a high school coach. So as these student athletes are growing and starting to go into the college level, we're starting to see the NIL deals, and I'm getting questioned with those. Hey, how do I get these? How do I do this? How to do that? But the younger generation, I don't think they appreciate the social media like the millennials do, seeing how we grew up with no social media, and then as we turned 16 to 20, we started getting social media, and it's completely different today. So, being that I'm a little bit older, I've taken a lot of pride in the social media. I've seen what it could do. Made some money on it, and I need everybody to take advantage of it. So I'm here to do tutorials, give ideas, show you the content. As I build this channel, I want to make it free. I want to give you guys whatever. I don't want to charge for anything. I want to get brand deals myself. So in return, I'm going to show you how I do it. I want to make a bunch of tutorial videos, whether it's just regular editing where you guys, hey, I want to do edit on CapCut. I personally use VN Editor. I think that's the easiest way to do it. The Instagram edits have been huge. Every time I update my phone on the apps, they've got a new edits on there that they're adding new things. So I haven't done it in a couple years. Probably in the last year, I really haven't done it a lot. But I want to help you guys, man. Like I'm really to a point where I want to build a YouTube channel. There's a lot of great creators, podcasts I listen to. This is the way it's going, especially here on YouTube, especially for guys that talk a lot, like myself. I'm a yapper, so I want to translate that. I try to do short form videos for myself. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't fit it in the in the 1 minute. So I think this is my calling, if you want to call it. I think this is my platform. This is where I want to build. I want to show you guys how to do it. In return, help yourselves. And I want to grow on my side. I want to get paid for doing this eventually, but not from you guys, not from this community. I want to reach out to brand deals, collaborate. And then I also want to show you guys the return on investment. If you guys are in a certain segment, I've worked with barbers, I've worked with athletes, I've done a lot of things where I can give you guys ideas and different creative ways to do stuff. I would like to make videos on each of those segments. So if you're a barber looking to get into it and grow your social media, I've worked with little food trucks and just doing different ideas for you guys to get creative with content. I know sometimes I think our biggest holdup is we overthink the content. Social media got big and where it is today, you guys sit there and consume so much, and then when you really look at it, you're like, man, these creators aren't doing anything special. It's not a high quality filming. Most of the time it's just turn on your cell phone and just talking to it, and I think we try to overcomplicate what the content should be. And nowadays, the younger generation, I mean, you look at their social media, you can't even tell. They don't have a profile picture. They don't have highlights, or if they do want to do their own sports highlights, then they create a whole nother Instagram. So now you're separating your personality from your sport or whatever you're good at. And it's like, man, those two things go together. I think that's why the NIL deals are so big, is because these companies, you're getting your views, of course, from your sport and stuff like that. But once you start moving into that next level, it's, hey, the personality of the kid. How is this kid off the court, off the field, whatever it is. That's where these brands need to look. And I really want to focus on that. I'm a high school coach, like I said. I'm dealing with these kids now going to college, and they're seeing the money, the potential that's out there. But I'm like, hey, you got to put yourself out there, man. It's essentially a commercial. You're gonna have to start talking in front of the film, and then trust me, it is uncomfortable. It took me a lot of rehearsal, a lot of time to get comfortable in front of the camera. But the way I did it, just turn it on and record, man. If you look at my Instagram, my personal Instagram, there's a ton of videos of me talking and doing stuff. There's sometimes those 30-second videos, it might take me 10, 20 minutes of recording and just over and over and over again. But it's you getting comfortable in front of the camera. And then it's also knowing what you're going to say and kind of, I don't pre-plan a lot, but I get an idea of what I want to do and just go with it. And I'll show you guys how to do the editing, anything you want. So in the comments, whatever you guys want to see, whether it's editing platforms, content ideas, anything like that, let me know. But I do want to, for you guys, what to expect from this channel. Whatever you guys need help with, you let me know. I've reached out and done brand deals with some of the drinks. OxyShred, one of the girls I worked with, huge on OxyShred. I can't remember some of the other deals I've gotten, but I'm pretty creative, and especially in the professional world, to show you guys, and I'll even show you some of the emails and the DMs that I've reached out. I'll show you media kits if you guys haven't done it. If you guys have a good following, I'll show you guys how to do media kits. While I'm doing this, I want to learn too. I want to learn for myself. I want to build this channel. I want to get the deals and grow with you guys. So it's not just me teaching you guys teach me. And with part of that, I got some interview ideas that I want to do from big creators who are full-time creators that I want to get on here and interview and just show you their process and how simple it is, that how they were doing it. And it's full-time creators. I've gotten to know a couple of them on a personal level that I met either online or in person, and then we've just built a relationship. So I want to get them on this channel. And if you guys know anyone that want to talk to me about the social media and how they're making money in their different industries, whatever you guys want, let me know. I'm open to it. I've invested some money in the lighting, the cameras, and all this stuff, but I wanted to take YouTube very seriously, and I want to show you guys just the simplicity of social media, especially on Instagram and TikTok, man. Like we're to a point where authenticity sells more than anything. When Instagram first got reels and videos and stuff like this, it was such high production. But now we're to a point where people just want authenticity, especially with AI out there, and we have to question every little thing we're looking at and watching and viewing. It's authenticity that sells. And I think that's the biggest factor that I've always preached with people that have helped social media and doing everything. It's like, man, it's hard to keep up with trends, styles, editing, and different things like that. Once you start making content, you'll kind of start editing and doing your own things. And I'll show you guys plenty of examples of all that. So whatever you guys need help with, whatever you're curious to see, if you want to see my work, I'll show you guys a bunch of editing things I've done. As well as reaching out to brands and just building your social media. In return, I feel like I'm going to get something out of this as well, and learning. I'm always learning. I'm always searching on the web, figuring out this thing. But I'm just so obsessed with where social media is now and the opportunities, and I just want to share that with not only my inner circle and anybody else out there on YouTube, especially my age. My age is such a weird gap where we were raised without it, and now it's here, and there's so much money to be made. It's like when it first came, you're like, man, this internet thing's it's just a waste of time. And then look where we are today with it. It's everything. I mean, these brands are spending more on social media and getting creators on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram to sell their goods. Live selling on TikTok is huge right now. I'm sure Instagram's going to go to that point too, where you're just on live selling stuff all day long. I did it with my brand when I had it with the shorts and stuff like that. It was fun because you can interact with people right there, and there's a ton of money to be made. The Amazon influence program that they have, the people are making a ton of money, and these are all the different people I want to talk to. And hey, how'd you do it? What's your content like? And I think it's going to simplify, and it's going to click for a lot of you. It's just like, man, it's not that complicated. So I've had so many conversations with other people. I'm like, hey, why aren't you showing these things? Why aren't you just turning a camera on and doing it. There's a YouTube channel, and I'll find the guy's name. I'll put it down here so you guys can take a look at it. But it's a podcast I've been listening to for the last probably month, before I really jumped into this and making my first video and getting confidence myself of making this. But he's just interviewing people that just turn on the camera. There's a woodworking guy that's making tens of thousands of dollars every single month. There's a guy that repairing bikes. Turns on his camera in his garage and just turns on the camera, turns on some music, and just works on bikes. Just does what he loves. I think, again, the whole point of my channel is we're overcomplicating the content, and long form content, and kids living on the internet and YouTube and TikTok. We don't need to overcomplicate it. They're already here. They're looking for stuff. And I think we're all just overcomplicating it. So that's what the channel is. Sorry if this is a little long, but I just kind of want to give you guys an introduction to myself, what the channel is going to be, what to expect. And I want to take this journey with you guys. As you grow, I want to grow the channel. As I get, whether it's brand deals, how I set up my YouTube, my camera setting, whatever it is, whatever you guys want to see, let me know. We'll document it all, and I'll show you guys the way. But stay tuned. Subscribe if you want. I'm not the guy to say, hey, subscribe. You guys can find this channel, your views. If you want to stick along, hang out with me. Let's grow together. But appreciate you guys staying tuned. And yeah, looking forward to the journey. Appreciate y'all.